We're live.
We're live.
We're live.
We're live.
Guess it's better than being dead, right?
Yeah.
Well, we know Claire's here. She spoke up.
Hey.
And somebody's hiding in behind the curtains, I guess.
Somebody's hiding behind the curtains.
Not too bad. Did some very little garden work earlier, and just got too hot outside. And we had storms last night, so that did quite a bit of damage in our garden. So Daryl's trying to fix that all up. Other than that, not much.
So we came in to cool off and to make a little test run here on some new configurations that I've done. You like your name in blue?
I was going to say, I've always seen Claire's name in blue. Oh, up on that. I'm looking at my screen. Duh. It's supposed to start raining again here, according to the weather report, like at 6 or 6:30. Last night, Daryl says, the sky was getting dark, and Daryl, well, I better go out and turn off the sprinkler. He no sooner stepped inside and the clouds opened up. And it was blowing so hard at one point, it was literally blowing sideways into the windows. So got those all closed, and then we had over 20 minutes of non-stop thunder. Never in my life have I ever heard anything like that.
It was approaching an hour.
Yeah, well, and friends of mine, how far away is Ontario?
Well, Ontario's 6-7 miles.
Okay, so 6 miles away, they heard the same thunder, and my niece lives in Loudonville. They're right by the Mohegan River, and that's
20-25 miles.
Yeah, and she heard the same thing. It was freaky.
Yeah, it was just absolutely nonstop rumbling thunder. Just never quit. So, I don't know. Looks like we've got Claire. You're here. There's somebody else in here that's not speaking up. I don't know who they are.
2 others. It says
Stuff
3.
to do. Oh, you're taking off. You're not going to see our destroyed garden then. Well, you can watch it later.
Enjoy, Claire. Go out and play in the rain.
Well,
just a quiet afternoon.
It's a very quiet afternoon. So, I guess I don't see a reason we can't. I'll just play the video and
nothing wrong with that.
We can watch it ourselves. Well, I knew I had a mess this morning when I came out and started going down into the garden, where it's usually covered with wood chips. There aren't any. And I see piles of wood chips where the water has floated them to a stopping point. So as it continued to come out here into our garden, you can see where the water has just, I'm going to use the term eroded, and floated the wood chips up on top of the planting beds.
What a mess.
We have a mess. Never had it this bad. I've never had it this bad before. Some plants are actually totally washed out. The broccoli maintained okay, but slightly up the way here you can see that it just totally devastated. This eroded down at least 6 inches into the ground.
and the wood chips just kind of floated away. Have a water trench came through the tomato plants here. We'll walk on around. The beans are doing well. They're got a good start. Of course, they're going to go over our grow arches here, and normally I don't have any wood chips at all on top of the beds that we plant. But you can see it's literally cut areas right through these beds. I don't know if I can actually demonstrate or not, but it's a good 6 inches.
That's a long reach for me.
And we had planted cucumbers in through here, and only a couple had actually sprouted, so I don't know if the rest of them are here or have washed away.
Lord knows where we may find them.
Yeah, Four Hearts, where are you at?
You can see how it's just eroded the dirt. Have a fence over here where the wood chips were stopped up against it. And just continued to wash down. So many of the walkways, many of the actual planting beds are all going to require some maintenance. The raised beds have done okay, obviously. Got a few weeds in them, but we have a little ways to go here. But this is going to be more than an all-day project. More than an all-day project.
Pretty cool that we can grow moving feet.
Fortunately,
Florida.
I do have more wood chips to put down on the pathways.
That's where my daughter lives, Florida.
Our sweet potato, I'm sorry, these are the regular potato pots. They're all fine. So I think what I'm going to do here to mitigate this in the future, because I have the material, I'm not actually going to form these into a complete raised bed. I don't have that much material, but I believe that I can. There's just a slight grade, and you can see how the water has gone down. It's come from up here, come across, and just continue to go in that area. But in order to mitigate this, I think I'm going to take some boards and put them along the high side of each of these planting beds to form a dam or a barrier so the water can't, or at least slow down the way that it cuts through those.
Not much, Angie.
Guess we'll go out back here a little further.
Daryl went out into the garden this morning. We had a torrential
had a lot
downpour
of water
last night.
You can see all the The tall grass that I hadn't gotten trimmed yet is all now laying down. I'm standing on top of a 8-inch culvert pipe that we have here for this specific purpose, in case we get a lot of rain. Obviously it couldn't handle it all, and some of that may be because the entrance to that pipe got plugged up, and I can see that here.
We're supposed to get more tonight, Angie. I mean, if you want me to, I can see what Mother Nature can do for you. She doesn't listen to me normally.
Well,
Walk on back up through here.
hi, Weekend Homestead. How are you doing today?
Water is still running.
Green Gables.
And this is our high grass area that has never dried out enough for me to get back in and mow yet. And you can see
You can hear
how
the
it's
water.
all down from the water flow coming across here. Just standing here, I can hear the water running. Part of the problem when you live on the bottom of a hill, so to speak. But it does look like our grapevine has recovered. It was almost as green as it is now
We got that last night.
back in March.
Well,
And then we had a
the
succession
official
of
report's 3 1/3
3 or 4
inches, but
frost,
we got double that.
and it lost all of its leaves. And I don't know if we're going to get anything this year or not, because it did hurt it.
Angie, same thing here. It's
Our fruit
beautiful
trees are
outside.
looking good.
The high grass and the weeds are looking good too right there. I haven't gotten around to that.
So anyway, it looks like this is what we're going to be doing here today. We hadn't planned on that.
Hey,
But,
Four Hearts, you know, I like to share with people
You have to do what you have to do when the
anything I can do.
time is there.
Hi, Forging Freedom. Beautiful
Back over
northern
here.
Utah. I've never been in Utah.
Those halves of the blue barrels, that's all for our sweet potatoes. And there, I can see from here some of them sticking up above the barrel, so they're doing okay.
No, Angie, I don't. I've looked at those. The one I looked
So-
at was like over $200.
A lot of work to do. Take care.
$63.
See you all later.
Well, that's what we woke up to this morning. So, Will, are you still in here?
Angie, what's the brand name of that? I'll go out and look. $63. I can afford $63. Forging Freedom, I seem to think we are subs of yours, but I'll double check. Angie has a good channel. Learned quite a few cooking tips from her. Can't figure out if that's the dog outside barking or not. Anything anybody wants to chat about? This isn't planned.
Yeah, very, very much impromptu. Just kind of sharing what we woke up to here this morning from the storm last night.
Euro cuisine? As in what, Angie? French fries? Belgian waffles? German chocolate cake? I don't know. Is that European cuisine? That's okay, Angie. No problem. You only had part of it in cap, so It's okay. Forging Freedom, where are you at again? No, Angie, I haven't.
You want some?
Yeah. I'm about ready to just trim all the parsley and put it in the dehydrator. Just plain curly parsley, to tell you the truth. Snow. Wow.
Are you asking us? Well, are you asking somebody else? We're in north central Ohio. We're between Columbus and Cleveland, just south of Mansfield.
Angie, was that a yes that you would like some? Sure. If you want any, send us an email, twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com. Give me your name and your address. I have to go out and get some more manila envelopes anyway, but I'll put some in the mail. I put them in a Ziploc bag and put do not stamp on the envelope. Not that, they read that to know what they're doing, so no problem.
No problem at all. Well, I kind of just wanted to do a quick live stream here, made a few changes, and make sure everything was working good for next Monday night. So everything looks fine on this end. I'm assuming it sounds okay on that end. So leastwise, nobody's hollering at us. And I don't see any buffering. So. Well, thank you. Great. Well, I appreciate that, because I know that you do some pretty high quality stuff. So I appreciate your comment there.
Oh, the font display. Yeah, he was trying to figure out how he could do it so it's legible after the live stream is over.
Good. Was the video okay too? Forging Freedom, did that sound level come through okay? It's a little tough to judge on this end, leastwise it is for me. Well, I do appreciate the kind remarks. I do appreciate that. Well.
Oh, okay, Angie. That's what, when you said Euro cuisine, that's what you were talking about.
That was for her steamer.
Yes. I'm going to go check it out.
Wonderful. Well, what do you think? Should we let everybody get back to the swimming pool? And
oh, they have swimming pools?
I don't know.
I want mine put up.
Yes, it is OBS, Will.
Does anybody on here have garlic growing? Yeah. My swimming pool has been in a plastic storage unit for 4 years now.
4 hearts, if it continues to rain down there, you're going to have to learn.
Foraging, that's what we figured. I've had him for a very long time. I'd be giving away how old I really am. When trolls first came out, this was a bar mitzvah troll. So it had a satin shawl around his neck with the Jewish star on either side. And this is not a bald spot, this is a yarmulke. So yes, he is our troll to keep the internet trolls away. So far, it's worked.
Well, you can shoot me an email, and be happy to share with you.
You had a troll that you made, Angie?
And the dog ate it.
Will, do you do anything with the scapes on your garlic? Our granddaughters spent the night last night, so we went outside earlier, and they picked, I think they got 4 strawberries. Well, let's say 4 strawberries is what came in the house. I don't know what ended up in their stomach before they came in the house. And the youngest granddaughter and I, she's 7, were trimming all the scapes off. So I've heard you can can them. Some people fry them up in stir fries. I see them at a lot of farmers markets, so I'm not sure if I should just try selling them or can them.
I think.
Grill the scapes. Oh, okay. Or even saute in butter. Do they have a strong garlicky flavor? I mean, I would think they're garlic. And do I use the little bulbs at the top also? Do I use the whole thing?
I don't know.
It's staring at me. I won't stare at your back.
Well, actually, I kind of thought you might want to change seats here.
Okay.
All right. There we go.
Sorry, Will. I just happened to look quickly at my screen. Forgive me. I thought you said you cut the balls off. I need my glasses on. Okay, Angie, the whole thing.
It was male garlic. Huh?
It was supposed to have been male garlic.
Oh, my.
Make you cringe, did it? Oh, extremely strong. But then I'll just use 1. Cool. I'll give that a shot. I'm more than willing to. Yes, I know. I saw that after I said that. After I read it, I looked again and I realized it was bulbs. What can I say?
We've spent too much time in the sun today.
Yeah. At this age, my mind wanders on its own sometimes. We all need a chuckle in the afternoon, don't we?
I guess.
I'm one to give it to you, I'll tell you. Not a dull moment living with me. Yeah, Foraging Freedom, about 3 years ago, we went to the farmer's market in Mount Vernon. With
It was at least 3. Could have been more.
And I think it was more. Probably was 4. Every Saturday morning they have a farmer's market in this wonderful little town, about 30 miles, 45 miles, about
25 miles.
25 miles from us. And one of the sellers, participants, vendors, one of the vendors at their table had garlic scapes. I hadn't grown garlic at that time, so I didn't even know what scapes were. So I brought them home and I had to Google it. Well, now we have 12 types of garlic and scapes coming out my wazoo.
Huh?
If I could reach the island, I'd show them, but...
Oh, are they over here?
Yeah.
I'll get them.
2 of them. What's in the basket and what's laying there. Same way you use scallions or green onions. Cool. Okay. But I also like to eat my green onions in salad, so I can do that. See, this stuff I'm new on. Ooh. Well, I have a dehydrator.
So.
Those were the ones that were too long. We couldn't fit in my basket.
And then.
That would be great, Angie, because there are so many that don't know. Did you show that one?
Yeah. I can show it again, though, if you want.
Yeah. That little basket is full of the smaller ones. And my 7-year-old, I let my 7-year-old granddaughter handle the gardening shears, and she cut all the scapes off for me. Dehydrating. Huh? I can dehydrate. I have more than enough. I can cook some, can some, dehydrate some. I like that idea.
Yeah, I figured just throw them in wherever you might throw in onions or something.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see, everything else, the strawberries are coming on now, and some of the scapes I wouldn't let my granddaughter cut off yet because they were still too small, I thought. So, but I know the majority of them, and we still have garlic coming up. So I'm going out there every couple of days and snipping down the garlic or the asparagus. I'm sorry, asparagus is coming up.
So.
Green Gables, I don't know, but I know that Bev from our half-acre homestead up in Canada, I just happened to find a video, and I think it might have been recently, or she sure timed it recently, where someone sent her scapes, and she was canning them. So I'm going to check that out, and I'll give it a shot. I would think they get very strong. We'll have to keep in touch and find out what each of us finds. Other than that, we're not planting corn this year. Last year we planted gem corn, the little tiny popcorn is what it was, and they weren't any bigger than what, 5 inches. The gem corn about 5 inches.
Yeah.
And real pretty colors.
Yeah.
But and I have strawberry corn, I have gem corn. There's another variety that I have here that I'm not going to be using. And Grizz said if I didn't want them, he'd take some, so I'll open up the bags and put some in snack baggies. So if anybody wants any of the variety of popcorns that I have, and I think I have a envelope of regular sweet corn, I'll send you some of that. Yeah, I have the strawberry still in the envelope. I just thought that was so neat, but I suppose if we're not going to make use of it, and I didn't know if I could sell it. We have a cottage law here. Hey, Backyard Homestead, how you doing? With cottage law here, I can, at a farmer's market or flea market or the craft shows, I can sell jams and jellies, homemade apple butter, cranberry butter, whatever, and I can sell baked goods, but I can't sell anything acidic. So no tomatoes, no salsa, no cowboy candy, anything like that. I can't sell that without a license and a specific kitchen. So, hey, better late than never, Nothing wrong with that. I think that's my daughter's motto. Better late than never. She's usually late to everything. But she was late to be born, so it started there and gradually went downhill. Anybody for a Diet Coke? I think I can. In fact, I did. It wasn't an extract, but I made cider chive vinegar, and I have to strain it and put it in the bottle. But I'll have to look and see about the extracts. That's a neat idea.
That's my kind of drink, Will.
Yeah, Daryl's Coke. If we go into a restaurant and all they have is Pepsi, he'll end up with either water or lemonade. Sometimes root beer. But I'm trying to wean myself off my Coke, and this was in the fridge staring at me. So I accepted its offer and I'm drinking it. So did you have to do a commercial kitchen, or how does that work? Hart's Ranch. Oh, one a day. Daryl drinks more than that.
Well, some days.
Some days, that's true.
Some days I don't have any, but there are days I could probably pretty well knock off a 12-pack.
Now, if we could get him down to one cigarette a day, that would work. As his eyes roll.
Okay.
Oh, weekend at Homestead. Last night, poof. 1 minute it was beautiful, sunny outside, and the next minute the skies opened up. And I was saying earlier, so hard, the raining was coming down so hard, and it was so windy, it was coming in the window sideways.
Well, the garden is
the garden is demolished.
is 75 foot behind the house, and you could not see it from the house. It was raining so
That's
hard.
so hard.
That, and we had the most unusual experience with thunder last night. For over 45 minutes non-stop, you could hear the thunder rumbling. It sounded like you were beside a never-ending train track or something. It was absolutely crazy. Well, I think maybe we need to jump off here, and we don't want to make it too long.
I don't jump anywhere anymore.
I don't jump anywhere? Yeah, well, feel free to shoot me an email, or we'll
It was rolling all right.
get together on that.
It was rolling. I said earlier, a friend of mine, over in Ontario, which is about 7 miles, they had thunder at the same time we did. And then my niece lives down by Mohegan River, and you figure 20, 25 miles away? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Shelley? And they had the thunder at the same time, which is very unusual, but it was nonstop. It gave you just the freakiest feeling. It's twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com.
Yeah. Two-family-homestead is one word at gmail.com.
Thank you for stopping, Angie. I do enjoy your videos, and I have shared them with my daughter-in-law. Oh, you rent a commercial kitchen. You know, something, the old Castle Keep, remember that restaurant downtown? You had to go downstairs?
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. They rent that kitchen out to people that need a commercial kitchen to cook in.
I'll be darned.
Yeah, they did that starting last year.
All right. Okay. Well, I think we'll wrap it up. Thank you, folks, for stopping in. We just kind of wanted to do a little bit of testing here with the stream, and
Yeah, we sent the granddaughters to the bedroom to watch TV.
and share what we
Sounds good, Angie.
did this morning. So everybody have a great day. Take care, and we will see you later.
Okie dokie. Bye.